welcome to the Late Late Show with Dr. Chasuble. I'm your host, Dr. Chasuble, and today I'm going to interview a few friends of mine. You may know them from the timeless story The Importance of Being Earnest, where Jack and Algernon pretend to be a fictional character named Ernest to appease their loved one. It comes back to bite them, however, in the back, but it actually turns out okay. Your favorites, Cecily Cardew, Gwendolyn Fairfax, Jack Worthing, and Algernon Moncrief. Great to have you all.
Great to be here.
It's actually Ernest now.
Oh, not bad. First question. What were your first impressions of your partner?
I'll go first. Honestly, when I met him, I already knew him. We were engaged after all.
Sorry, what?
And she means it was as if we already knew each other when we first met.
Anyways, Jack.
Oh, I thought she was like the most beautiful creature I had ever seen.
Lovely. Gwendolyn?
Well, my first impression was that his name was Ernest, but we all know how that turned out.
Babe, I thought we were over this. My name is actually Ernest.
I don't even know what to call you anymore.
Babe!
We're back from our short break. Just resume the interview. Now, how did everyone feel about Lady Bracknell? She was the one that disliked both relationships, and you may be together now, but what are your feelings towards her?
She's a hard woman to please. It was extremely hard to convince her to let me marry my Gwendolyn. I eventually convinced her, but she didn't make it easy.
Agreed. My mother, she likes things a certain way, and it's hard to be able to do anything without her criticizing you.
I only met her for a little bit, but she seemed very hard to work with. She almost didn't let me marry Algie, and she's not even his mother.
Exactly. Now you see why I always had to go to my friend Bunbury's house. She's not fun to be in the same room with.
I see. And what were all of your reactions to Ernest's history? It was sad to hear. How did you all react?
It was terrible to hear because he got mistaken for a book. But he's my brother now.
Yeah, it sucked that was how I ended up in the coat room. That I was even there in the first place, but I'm glad it ended up the way it did. Because I'm here now.
I knew my Uncle Jack for a long time, so hearing that happen to him broke my heart. My Uncle Jack is so strong.
Indeed, what happened was heart-wrenching, and honestly, I was a little shocked that it happened, but I'm glad that everything ended up okay.
It's good to hear. Another thing, how did you ladies react to their names not being Ernest? And how did you guys react when they found out?
I was shocked. I had been engaged to Ernest this entire time. I fell in love when I actually met him, and then found out his name was actually Algernon. I was angry, but I knew that I still loved him, so I forgave him.
It was also very confusing because when I first arrived, Cecily here claimed to be engaged to him, but I was also engaged to him too. It was very hurtful because they lied to us.
Sorry about that. I just needed a reason to meet you, and there was no other way.
Lying to them was just a way to make things easier for me. When they found out, I felt really guilty, and I knew I had to make it up to them.
Well, I'm just glad you were all able to work it out between yourselves. Knowing that, for my last question, did you expect things to work out the way it did, or at all?
I did. Although they did us wrong, I knew the right thing to do was forgive them.
Same here. I didn't expect them to lie, but since that was what happened, I knew that we would eventually forgive them.
Under the circumstances, I knew that eventually they would come around. We love each other, and though we're wrong to do that, we would come back together.
I agree. I knew we would all come back with how we once were. Thank goodness we did.
Well, you heard it here, everyone. This has been the Late Late Show with Dr. Chasuble, with the cast of The Importance of Being Earnest. See you all tomorrow night when we interview the cast of A Raisin in the Sun.
Chili! Oh my god!
I gotta ask, what did you guys think of your first partner? Your partner at first? Your first partner? Great to have you all.
Great to be here.
It's Jack now. Oh.
Great to have you all.
Are you kidding? Oh my god!
Great to have you all.
Rena?
Great to have you all. Okay.
Come on. Babe, I thought we were over this. My name is actually Ernest.
I don't even know what I can call you anymore. What happened to her?
Oh,